Hey, welcome back to this week's episode of the podcast. I've got some things I want to talk about. I'm going to be doing a movie review for Avatar, The Last Airbender, that just dropped on Paramount Plus last week. I've not heard a lot of people talk about this, so I wanted to do a movie review. I watched it and I love Avatar, so let's dive into it. But there's a few things that I wanted to talk about before that. This is going to be a free-flowing, conversation-based podcast. So this is a little bit different than my normal videos, but I wanted to get into it. The first thing that I wanted to talk about with you guys is Sadie Sink. I have not watched Spider-Man Brand New Day as of this recording. I'm going to watch it tomorrow, as of this recording, the day that this drops, Sunday. So you guys probably might already know this, but I wanted to talk about her character a little bit in Brand New Day. There's not been confirmed stuff, and I've not seen the movie yet, so there's not confirmed things on who her character is, but there's been some leaks. And so if you don't want to hear about this, then go ahead and skip forward. There's been some leaks on her playing Jean Grey, the X-Men character Jean Grey. And I think in Spider-Man she's going to be playing Jean Grey. And let me look this up. Jean Grey. I'm sorry if my phone keeps dinging, so if you hear that, just ignore it a little bit. She's going to be playing Jean Grey, and a couple months ago, I talked about her playing this character in the X-Men. She's going to be taking over that role, and so I think she's going to be playing this character in Spider-Man Brand New Day. I've heard that she's going to be playing the villain. So the villain arc of the villain, Jean Grey is a superhero in the X-Men comics, and she's going to be playing a villain arc in the Spider-Man Brand New Day, which she had some negative years, if you want to call it that. And I think that's the character she's going to be playing. I'm just throwing this out there to have a conversation with people who have not seen Spider-Man Brand New Day, and I want to kind of have a conversation about that. I will see it after I release this episode, so I will know her character once I watch the movie, and it's coming out this weekend, so we'll see. But I want to talk about Sadie Sink playing Jean Grey a little bit. She's a great actress, and I think she'll be great for this role. She will be fun to play the villain. I'm curious how they're going to portray her. If you guys have already seen the movie, also put in the comments down below, because I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts on that and everything that you guys think about her playing this character. Let me know in the comments down below. I don't have a lot to talk about regarding her, but I wanted to just bring it up because this is something that I would like to talk about. I know DC I talked about in the last episode. I briefly mentioned it. I didn't talk about it a lot because I didn't have a lot of information, but DC is trying to do this Marvel-esque thing where they are bringing a lot of characters in, and then also Marvel is doing some stuff where they are trying to rebrand their universe a bit, where their characters are gotten a little bit stale. Their bread is a little bit stale. And so they're trying to bring characters that we like and actors that we like into the universe and give us something new. I want to talk about superheroes a little bit with you guys. So put in the comments down below what you guys think about the superhero universe in general, and let me know what you guys think. I'd like to have a conversation about that. Another character that another actor, if you want to say the actress, that is possibly joining the DC, not Marvel, but DC universe is, I'm going to butcher her name, so I'm sorry about that, but Indy Navarrete, the main character, the girl in Obsession. She did fantastic with her role in Obsession. I watched it a week or so ago, and I think she was great with her acting. And there's been some videos going around where she did an interview, and she's like, yeah, I'm in talks to play a character in the DC universe because they're rebranding that the DC universe, and I think she could play a good character. Who do you guys think she would play as a great character in that world? And how did you guys like Obsession, how she played that character? I know she's really only known for doing like that movie, but she's probably done some other stuff, maybe some indie stuff. I'm not sure. I haven't looked through her catalog of acting films, but I'm curious how she's going to play a character in the DC universe. I would really like to talk about that also with you guys. The main girl from Obsession. That's interesting. But the main reason for doing this podcast, my main topic for this week, is Avatar: The Last Airbender, the film that just came out on Paramount Plus. And I know the movie got leaked a couple months ago, so some people might have already peeped at it and watched it, but I would like to talk about it because I like the Avatar show, and I really enjoyed actually this movie. It was good. I like Avatar. I have a lot of good things and not so many negative things to talk about regarding this movie. There was a few things that I didn't like, but the majority of it I enjoyed. I would give it, if I was going to rate it, like a 7.5 out of 10, a 7 out of 10. I really liked this movie. It was fun. It had the story that didn't feel super deep, but I felt like it fit in the Avatar: The Last Airbender timeline of things. I enjoyed it. I think that they opened up, I think with this movie, they opened up an opportunity to do more things like this in the Last Airbender universe, if you want to call it that, where they can make more for Aang's story. I think that Avatar Aang, The Last Airbender movie made it so they can make more stuff, and I like that. I like that a lot because I like this universe. And I enjoyed it. The story was not fantastic. It wasn't bad at all. I would not say it was terrible, but I wouldn't say it was very deep. It wasn't a deep movie where they went into a big story arc for his character and all the other characters that we've seen, his friends like Zuko, I'm bad at names, Korra, Zuko. I don't think that they had a big arc for all the characters in this movie. It felt very shallow in the story, but I enjoyed it. I think that it was good. For the bending specifically, I felt like it was good. It was good. There were some good moments with the bending that felt good. I wouldn't say it was the best, like the coolest bending that we've seen in this universe. I think closer to the end of the show Avatar with the Fire Lord, we saw some great bending. And then, as much as I didn't really care for the show, I casually watched it. I think that the Korra show that they made it had great bending. I think the show wasn't made great, and the story was very boring in my opinion, because I casually watched it. But that show, the bending from like the protagonist, the evil characters I can't even remember it. I casually watched it. Like a couple seasons in, or a little bit when you got in, the protagonists that they had in that show did fantastic bending. They did some great bending, and I think that's what saved the show as a whole. And so I'm just comparing that to this movie, Avatar Aang. It was fun. It was a fun movie overall. The characters that they played, the actors that played the voice roles in this movie were great. They were great. They did great with their roles, and I think the animators did great with the movie as a whole. I think it was beautifully shot. I think there was a lot of very great, beautiful moments that felt cinematic. And I know that an animated show like this, that's kind of anime, if you want to call it that, was great. I think cinematically, it looked cool. There was a lot of cool moments in this show. And another critique that I had in this was I wanted a little, this goes back to the story a bit. I wanted a little bit more from some of the side characters. I wanted Zuko. He's my favorite character, Zuko. And he looks cool in this movie. He's got the long hair. And I wanted a little bit more from his character where I wanted some more story arc with him. He's like the king or the lord of the Fire Nation, whatever his title is. And I think they just kind of threw him in there because he's one of the classic characters that everybody likes, and I wanted to see more from him. Why didn't we see that much in some of his character? And Toph, she had some cool moments, but I don't think that her character had great story arcs, and we didn't get much from her character. So as a whole, kind of, I want to lay it out because I have a lot of thoughts they're spinning in my head with this movie, from the storyline, from the bending, from the characters and how they represent these characters that we love. I think that's kind of how I look at this. Avatar, there's things that we look at specifically maybe different than other movies or shows because everybody loves this show, the show of Avatar. And so I gave it a 7 out of 10 for the fact that it felt good, but not great. And maybe I'm looking at it from some stuff they've made in the past and like a jaded perspective a little bit of like, this needs to be great. And it was good, and that's what we needed. that's what they created, was something good and not great, but not bad either. And so maybe I'm looking at it as a jaded perspective. But what did you guys think of this show? What did you guys think of the characters? What did you guys think of the story as a whole? If you haven't seen it yet, you should definitely go watch it. I definitely recommend it. If you like Avatar, the show, then you should go watch Avatar Aang, the Last Airbender movie that they dropped on Paramount Plus. It was fun. It was a entertaining movie that I actually really enjoyed. I didn't find it bad at all. Like I said, I feel like I look at it from a jaded perspective a little bit. And so that kind of throws me off a little bit when I watch it. But cinematically it was great, and from a character and actor perspective, I liked it. I liked all the characters. Dave Bautista played the protagonist, kind of the bad guy, if you want to call him that. And I think he did great. I think it was a little weird when I first heard his voice. I was like, Dave Bautista? That's odd. That's odd. It only makes me think of Dave Bautista every time he talked. But I think it was still good, and he played that character pretty well. I liked that character. I wouldn't say he was like the bad guy, because this comes to where like the story was a little bit shallow. His character, he wanted to bring back the Air Nation, and he was going to do it in a way that was going to compromise, in a negative way, because he wanted to kill other people, and he didn't care. He just wanted to bring back the Air Nation. And so he didn't feel like a scary bad guy that was the worst bad guy ever. He just felt like he was trying to do something in maybe in a negative light. And so I didn't feel like it was very deep in that regard, but I think he did a fantastic job. I love this movie because it opens up the opportunity to make more. And I hope Paramount does more with this. I hope they drop a movie every 2 to 3 years where they give us more Avatar stuff. Give us some stuff that we've been looking forward to, and gives us a more in-depth look at this world of the Airbenders, because I think it's fun. I think I'm not a big anime fan, but I really enjoy Avatar. It's the first kind of little bite into the anime world that I have. And so I like it, and it feels good. Let me know what you guys think about all the characters, like everything that I said. The characters, the story, the bending, those kind of 3 things. Let me know what you guys think about that, and how did you guys like it? I'm not sure. I have not watched any reviews online of how the audience is taking this movie yet. It's been about a week since the movie dropped on Paramount Plus, and so I'm sure people have done reviews on it already, but I have not heard a lot, and I'm not seeing anything. Everybody's talking about the Odyssey. Everybody's talking about Spider-Man Brand New Day. And so I want to hear what people are talking about this, because this didn't get a theater release. This just went straight to Paramount Plus, and it's an original. And so this is where you can watch it for the first time. And I like that a little bit. And Paramount needs to do more of this. More, even if it's not great, it's just okay. Do more of it, Paramount. I think this is a great story that is different from the superhero stuff we've seen all the time, or just the traditional boring stuff they're releasing in theaters. Give us more about this, because I like this universe. And if you want to build a DC universe or a Marvel universe, if you want to build these universes that fans like and are able to, dive deep into, they know the characters and they're already ingrained and they go into it knowing a lot, then give us more of this, because it's fun and it opens up a lot of opportunities to do more stuff like this. The story was very simple, and I've talked about that a lot, where it was just a time in Aang's life. I don't know how old Aang is supposed to be, but he's a lot older than the show. Maybe a teenager, early 20s maybe, in this. And it opens up opportunities to do more of his life. I know in Korra, he's way older, and there's a lot of time between those two shows that they can make stuff. So it's easy to just write a script where you can, throw Aang in there. Like, maybe they jump ahead again to where he's 30, and the next one is going to be Aang's 30 years old. Something else happens, and he goes on this adventure, or he has to save this thing because he's the Avatar. He has to build the balance between all of the I lost the word. All between the Water Nation, the Fire Nation. He has to build this, peace between all the nations. And so give us something else next time where he's a little bit older. Continue with this, and then give us another adventure, I guess, of his life, because he's the Avatar. He's gonna be doing stuff. And maybe in that movie, you can work on the bending a bit, maybe work on the story. And I want to see, it was cinematically shot, like I said, that was great. I didn't care. I didn't have any hate to any of the filming and how they shot it or they animated it to make it not be cinematic. It was great in that regard. But make the bending a little better, because it felt like very cliche where they just kind of did like bend, and it didn't feel like, I want to see like do these cool moves that blow me away to create this huge bend that is great. And that's what I want to see with this movie. And so what do you guys think? Go ahead and watch it, and then come back and watch this video again and comment on it. Let me know what you guys thought of Avatar Aang, The Last Airbender movie that dropped on Paramount Plus. And give me a review, because I want to hear and have a conversation about this with you guys. That's the point of this channel, is to just have a conversation about things that are coming out. I'm going to be doing my reactions more, and so you'll see me do that, but I want to have this conversation in the universe of cinema and streaming and theaters. Anything that's coming out, I would like to have a conversation about it with you guys. And so come back to this video and we can have a conversation, what you guys think, how you guys are feeling. Are you guys tired of things? Are you guys excited for things? Because that's what I want to hear more of. I feel like I talk a lot of negative things like, oh, this story was just kind of plain. But no, this was great. This was a great thing that they made, and I want to hear about great things that you guys are watching and excited about, and not just the typical Marvel superhero stuff. I know I talked about that a little bit at the beginning of this video, but let's talk about things that are fun and exciting. And so that's my thoughts on this movie. Thanks for watching. I'm going to probably end it, and I just want to hear your thoughts. Also, if you guys are enjoying this podcast, let me know, because I want to create some content based on what you guys think and what you guys like for this YouTube channel. And so if you want to make me to make longer videos with these podcasts talking about things, it's harder for me and to make these because I'm not talking to somebody and getting their input. If you guys aren't commenting, I'm just talking myself about things that I've seen and I enjoy. And so I want to make that fun and something that you guys want to see. If you guys want to hear more of my thoughts, I'll try to make this longer, but put it in the comments down below, and we'll kind of make some stuff that you guys are interested in. If you guys aren't as interested in these things, then maybe I'll shorten it and make like a 10-minute video of me just talking about Avatar, and then I will do something else, more reactions. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys want to see. But thank you for watching this video, and thank you for coming and just listening to my rant on this movie. And Paramount, keep making good stuff. This was good. This was good because it was different and unique. So keep making some good stuff. And thank you for watching the video. I will see you next time on next Sunday on the next podcast.